Look what came in the mail today. The original leather Brooks saddle. I have to start breaking it in. We're going to go on a short bike ride here, Josh and I. Very hard leather. Not totally impressed with it. If you turn it around, you can see it's got a focus. The bolt is a bit stripped, so I'm hoping that that's not going to be a problem, as you need to adjust and tighten that bolt. And then, of course, you need to condition the leather to maintain the saddle. I'm going to install this on my Rocky Mountain. So I'm going to give the camera to Josh, and he's going to film me installing the new seat.
Sir.
All right, we're going to install the Brooks saddle onto my bike, but first of all we need to take my old saddle off and put this one on. So I just need an Allen key. This is 5mm, so I'm just going to loosen these off and take the old saddle off. Okay, we're going to need a level to level the saddle. I want it completely level. And of course, our 5mm Allen. And it's the same procedure in reverse. Taking the saddle off and putting this new Brooks saddle on. So it'll just sit in here. Best in here. Okay, so we got the saddle on. I just have to make sure it's level. I'm going to check the level of it. Not quite, eh? I gotta... It could come up a bit, but okay, I'm going to keep it there and that'll be good for now. Alright, now we'll check out the Brooks saddle. Lots of mosquitoes here in Manitoba now. We don't have a single mosquito. They're all married and have large families. We now installed the Brooks saddle. We're going to go for a little ride, start breaking it in and see how it fits. I'm hopeful, but not completely until I've broken it in. I can't tell you whether or not this will work. So we're going to check it out, and if you have any comments, any tips, please note them in the comments below. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, because this saddle here, it takes about 500 kilometers to break it in. So it does depend on, maybe how much you weigh or not. But right now it's like rock hard, so the quicker you can break it in, the better. Over and out.
Good stuff. Okay, if you want to come closer, Josh. I think I just got a flat where the valve stem severed from the tube. I'm not too sure exactly where it's leaking, but it was leaking really fast. We were supposed to go for a simple bike ride to try out my new Brooks saddle, but it turned into a flat. So we just, I would have fixed my flat with a brand new tube, and of course our hand pump on the road. This is what I use when we run into an emergency. We have this hand pump. I think it's from Crank Brothers. It works really good. It's saved us in an emergency a time or two. And we just decided to walk into town because the mosquitoes are just so bad. They're just so bad. And I'm just at a friend's house now repairing this flat. And then once I repair it, I'll come home and I don't know, I might not even get a chance to go for a bike ride tonight. So that's it. The flat is pretty simple to fix. You just loosen the quick release, take it out, and remove it from the rim. Hello.
After approximately 750 kilometers of riding on the new Brooks saddle, I felt as if the leather Brooks saddle was broken in. Although I was hopeful for a painless ride on our 2022 tour across Manitoba, it was anything but painless. In our first 2 days, Joshua and I had biked some 230 kilometers. By the middle of the second day, I had developed the worst saddle sores I have ever experienced on a bike tour or trip. So painful were these sores that I couldn't even bike while sitting in the saddle. Thankfully, I had packed a pair of cycling shorts, just in case the new Brooks saddle did not work out. Although the shorts helped, I still needed to take some medication to clear up the saddle sores. Since my bride Marilee was going to be in Winnipeg on the day we were coming into Birds Hill Provincial Park, we met at the Half Moon for supper. There, we switched or replaced my Brooks saddle with the noseless saddle seat. After our Manitoba tour, I switched the saddle back to the Brooks and gave it one more try. I put on another 500 or more kilometers, but I still got saddle sores. I know this saddle has worked for others in the past, but not for me. The cost of the saddle was almost $200, so if anyone wants to purchase the saddle, please leave a message below or message us privately on our Facebook page. Thank you for watching.
Going. We're gonna take my Brooks off because I have had unbelievable saddle sores. We're meeting my wife. It's our anniversary tomorrow, so we're gonna celebrate today. And I mean, this thing, I've got over 1,000 kilometers, maybe 2,000, and it's well broken in, but it's given me the worst saddle sores out of any saddle I've ever owned. It's bad. So that's kind of my review. I was very hopeful for it. A lot of people love these saddles, but for me, it did the exact opposite. So there it is. You can see it's worn in. You can see where it's formed to my anatomy, but quite frankly, I'm going to give it another try, but this saddle is just brutal. It is just brutal.
So you're gonna give it another try when we get home, right? And try to break it in from there?
Yeah. But I'm gonna exchange it for my noseless saddle, and I'm gonna put a new saddle on Josh's too.
It's like an old classic restaurant is what I've been kind of told. It wants to have that feel of it. So here's the Half Moon. It's quite nice actually, I think. Here's the entrance here. I like it quite a bit. It has a nice kind of feel to it. That's the Half Moon.
We had supper here at the Half Moon, just north on Henderson Highway. We reloaded up our bikes. I put a brand new seat on Josh's bike. It looks like it's bending down more, hey? You might have to adjust the level of that.
Maybe.
And then I put my noseless seat on my bike from my Brooks. I just can't take the Brooks anymore. And so we're all loaded up. We're gonna go to Birds Hill Provincial Park to camp tonight.
Yeah, it's maybe 10K to the campground itself from here.